Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Catchy here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about this stupid TikTok trend that has claimed the lives of 4 people. But first off, I would like to say thank you guys so much for getting us to 148 subs. It seems like every day we're getting closer to our 1,000 sub goal, which means we're getting that much closer to 1,000 subs special. And hey, sneak peek, it'll be IRL. Okay guys, now let's get back to the topic. So first off, I'm going to start by describing what this challenge is about before we get into any of the other details. Okay guys, so what the people are doing is they're getting their boats, going out to the lake, and they're getting one of their friends to pin the boat and go all the way to like full speed, like full tilt. And what they are doing is they are just leaping off the boat. Like, I know that sounds like a stupid idea as it is. So what is actually happening here is people are hitting the water, which is like at high speeds. It's like almost like hitting concrete pretty much, which like common sense would dictate jumping off of anything going high speeds, no matter what surface you're on, is just not a good idea, and it should never be done. Like, sure, if you face yourself properly when you jump off the boat, you should be able to skid across the water. But what some of these people are doing is pretty much just like full out just like diving into the water, like belly flopping, which is just not gonna work, because common sense with physics would be that when you're going, like, say you're going like 70 miles an hour on a boat, which is pretty common. So what's gonna happen is if you're in a bad position, when you hit that water, it is not moving. Like, well, it might be moving a little bit, of course, of current, but you're gonna be going from 70 miles an hour to, say you belly flop in that, your neck or your back or your arms are gonna try and fling back at pretty much the exact opposite speed, which can either result in super serious injuries or, as we see here, death. Okay, so now let's be done with the logistics, or pretty much just common sense, you would think. But anyways, it seems like it's just not this challenge. It seems like there's so many TikTok challenges that seem to be spreading today. They ain't even challenges anymore. Like, there used to be challenges like that ice water challenge. Like, that was nothing. Like, oh, you get ice poured on you. But nowadays, it seems like you just get all these stupid ones. Well, of course, there was the few back in the day. Like, well, not that long ago. Like, Tide Pod challenge. That was stupid. And there's a few others. But my point is, it seems like nowadays, people seem to be taking these challenges too far. And they're not even becoming challenges anymore. They're pretty much just seeing who doesn't die. Guys, I'm going to show you a headline just to show that I'm not lying about anything. Here's the headline stating 4 people in Alabama have been found dead after doing this challenge. And those are all just the deaths that have been released. Who knows what else could be out there? It could have happened to many more people, and it's almost kind of sad to think about. If you really think about it, like, you're just not on the boat with random people. It's not like you just take a taxi boat or anything like that. You're probably out there with your friends, or who knows, even your close family. And can you imagine being one of those people that is just on the boat and you're just like, hey, you want to do this challenge? And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And they're like, pin the boat. And they're like, okay. Just think it's harmless because you're just in the moment. You don't know better in the moment, to be honest, sometimes. I've done things in the moment that I definitely didn't end up being good, but it happens sometimes. But can you just imagine being, like, you almost got to think a bit before. Because, like, those family members are friends. Could you imagine you're just on a boat with your friends and one of them just jumps off and you just see him snap his neck and there's nothing you can do about it, because at that point he's done for. And he just sinks to the bottom of the ocean. That would scar you for a long time. Or even worse, if that was your, like, close family. Would you want your mom and dad to see that happen? It's almost horrible. I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. But luckily, there's been a lot of people that have done this challenge and been just perfectly fine. So I figured, as an example, I would show you guys one of the clips, and here it is. So see, guys, right here, this guy is jumping off the boat. He was perfectly fine. They were going 50 miles an hour. And can you imagine if that could have been worse? He could have been one of the victims. But luckily, he wasn't. So it just seems a little, nobody is taking any thought into this and just thinking it's all fun and games, but there's consequences to your actions. You never know what can happen. And luckily this guy wasn't going too fast. 50 miles an hour is not too bad, but I've seen videos of this where people doing it like 70, 80 miles an hour. Like you just have a death wish at that point. It just shows that people will go to tremendous lengths to just get that little bit of extra clout on TikTok. I mean, I would do a lot of things to get some extra clout on YouTube, but I definitely wouldn't be putting myself in this position, that's for sure. So guys, I'm pretty sure that's the most I can rant about in this video. But if you guys have any sort of feedback or you just want to put your opinion on it, just aim for the comments. I'd like to see it and read what you guys have to think. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll make some more of this, and stay tuned for some more gaming content. And hopefully I see you guys soon. Peace.